High Campus 3 has not been touched in a very long while, so in today's video I am going to be talking about the future of Royale High Campus 3. Alright, hi, TT here, and today I am going to be talking about the future of Campus 3. Alright, so before the video starts, please make sure to like and subscribe and follow all of my socials. They will be linked in the description. Without further ado, let me get into the video now. Now, as we know, Royale High Campus 3 has been in its Everfriend stage for quite a couple of months, and if you were a player that would have just came in a couple of months ago and may not have known the difference between the flowering season and the Everfriend season, the flowering season inside of the Castle's Heart was actually a more basic version of the entire Castle's Heart layout. It's actually the most basic layout in the entire Castle's Heart. The designs that have come out in Campus 3 in the past, so basic to the point that when I was researching for my video on the most forgotten season in Royale High, which is the flowering season, I'll put that video on the screen right now just in case you guys want to check it out. I actually could not find the Castle's Heart render for the flowering season. Like, they genuinely did not put it in that section. Like, it is inside of the Royale High wiki. I needed to like search up flowering season to actually see that it is there. But to know that it was such a disregarded build, I don't know. I thought the rainbow lockers were cute. I thought they were cute. But generally speaking about Campus 3, I really wanted to get into why I really don't think that Campus 3 is headed in a positive direction. And one of the main points that I wanted to start off was with all of the UI changes and all of the new sidebar changes, the amount of XP that you used to get on your quest, like all of those things that Campus 3 was mainly known for. I really wanted to get into that, and really what I wanted to get into that is because of the farming. Now, all you really used to do inside of Campus 3 was to farm, and there really wasn't much that you could have done inside of Campus 3 besides farm, and Campus 3 was one of those main places that you could have went to farm for XP and diamonds and stuff like that. But unfortunately, because of the new UI being spread across the entire game, like even inside of Earth it has the new UI, inside of Campus 3 has the new UI, and that obviously means that all of the quests that used to be inside of Campus 3 is now nerfed. Now, I actually really did not like this change because it genuinely didn't make sense to me that they would nerf it on Campus 3 as well. My thought process for why the quests were the same back on Campus 3 was because there was genuinely no classes that you needed to be obligated to actually attend. Like, the whole point of Campus 3 was that it could be a open free roam type of campus where you could basically roleplay and do whatever you wanted, and you could go to classes whether you really wanted to. That was the whole premise of Campus 3, and unfortunately Campus 3, I do not really think that it is being prioritized right now, and I don't think that it is going to be prioritized. And because of those reasons, that is why I genuinely thought that the XP still being so high made sense, because there are so many other ways that you can gain XP inside of the game, inside of all of the respective classes, like Campus 4, just basically a mesh of Campus 1 and Campus 2, and some elements of the Enchantix realm that used to be here but got taken away because of copyright reasons. Like, all of those farming methods is purely from the classes, but now that the farming methods inside of Campus 3 has been reverted to what Campus 4 was by basically nerfing and debuffing all of the quests that were giving you all of the like hundreds of XP that you used to get per quest. Like, for example, the doing your laundry quest, now that only gives you like 50 XP, and the previous XP they used to give you was around 100 and something XP. I genuinely thought that it makes sense for the XP to still be that high in Campus 3 because you really couldn't do anything else inside of Campus 3 besides farm, and going to classes was optional, so it made sense for the XP to still be high. But that's just me. If you guys have any differing opinions on that, put it down in the comments. And I really wanted to generally talk about how Campus 3 just isn't being prioritized prioritized in the slightest. Like, even though yes, they are updating the UI inside of the realm, the fact that, as I would have said before, the Flowering Season Castle's hat was not even brought back for this year. It stayed in the Everfriend Season Castle's hat, clearly showing that they were not using it and did not want to change it for some reason. Or maybe it was a glitch, I do not know, but for some reason it just stayed in the Everfriend season, and I really hope that for this season they do change the Everfriend Castle's hat to the Tidal Glow Castle's hat, because it was genuinely one of the prettiest Castle's hats that has ever been decorated. And especially since Campus 4.2 is now out, it would make sense for them to prioritize these types of updates. It would make more sense for all of these realms to be updating to more serious seasonal updates. So that's just something that I really hope that the devs eventually focus on, and I really do hope that they do focus on this, because I genuinely do miss that Castle's hat. I remember having so much fun in it, and I'm not saying that the Campus 4.2 realm isn't fun. I'm just saying that Campus 3 needs a little bit of love too. It's been dry like a desert for the past couple of months, and we haven't really gotten anything insightful in terms of updates there. Yeah, we already have the cafeteria inside of Campus 4.2, but we don't have it in Campus 3. What I actually think that they might do is, what if they actually end up linking the Campus 4.2 locations to the Campus 3 locations, instead of making a whole new cafeteria, because it just doesn't feel like Royal High and the developers would actually waste their time to make something for Campus 3 anymore, because it really does seem like they are just prioritizing Campus 4, and the doors are a completely different story. And one thing that I really did want to bring up in this video is that I did watch a video, Sugar Nymph's video. If you guys know her, she is a TikToker and a YouTuber, and she posts mainly shorts and mainly TikToks. I saw her video where she was talking about Campus 3 and how Campus 4 was basically confusing a bunch of people, because it's why is Campus 4 being worked on? This was when Campus 4 was initially announced. And in that video, she basically confirmed that one of the developers in that video said that Campus 3 would still be worked on and they would still be rolling out phases, even though Campus 4 was mainly the main priority here. And even though they may have said that, I just think that they fell short on that promise, just like a lot of promises they fell short on. And I honestly think that the future for Campus 3 isn't really looking so bright, bro. It's not really looking so bright down at the end of the tunnel for Campus 3, and I really do hope that this realm does not end up being deleted because of how inactive and how the devs just don't really want to update it. That's just based off of my information and based off of my knowledge of what's been going on with Campus 3 lately. I just don't really have that much hope for it anymore, even though I have been preaching before in the past why I think Campus 3 should have been prioritized. Maybe if it was made somewhat like how Campus 4.2 was made, then it would have been enjoyable. But I don't know, I think that's mainly just me and my opinions. Alright, so yeah, I think that is all I have to say on today's topic. If you guys have anything to add, please put it down in the comments. And yeah, that is all I have to say on today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya!